So have you. How are you holding up? I don't like that. I wonder what they found. Oop, wrong character. Yeah, treating us like fucking animals. I could feel myself getting angry again as I told the tale of our phone conversation. Farts. Violet. Kane picked up the phone and started to talk, but I wasn't having any excuses. Don't you Violet me. Why didn't you tell us? I fell back into the bed and waited for his response. I was going to try and see what information I could get before burdening you with blah, blah, blah. Let's go back a couple lines. Okay, I'm going to try to explain this as simply and calmly as I possibly can. Violet didn't purposefully leave. We did, however, because it wasn't safe for her just to be wandering around out there alone. Not to mention the fact that we came to you for help in the first place. Not to be locked away like sideshow Damn it, it was so good until sideshows. Okay, try that again. Excuse me. I'm polite even when there's nobody around. Okay, I'm going to try and explain this as simply and calmly as I possibly can. Fuck, I already fucked it up. My throat made a weird noise. What is it then? What did you find? You stood in it... Merrick was Shax in disguise. According to Henri, Shax is a goetic demon. Oh, wrong character again. Balls. Either way, he's a demon. Oops. Well, let's have it, girl. Who's done this? I don't... Adam seemed like he wasn't happy with me. After I had let everyone in on my little secret, we went our separate ways while Josiah insisted that he would get to the bottom of this L-Cipher Laboratories business. But I had other plans. Take two. Adam seemed like he wasn't happy with me. After I had let everyone in on my little secret, we went our separate ways while Josiah insisted that he would get to the bottom of this L-Cipher Laboratories business. But I had other plans. God, that was awful too. Take three. I have to burp. I'm gonna burp while I'm talking. There it is. Okay. Maybe if you just want it bad enough, it'll happen. A deep voice startled me from the doorway. It was Adam. Adam. I grimaced, slightly embarrassed that he had heard me talking to myself. You never told me about your flight. He just waltzed into the room and planted himself on the end of my bed. I didn't think it was important at the time, but you sure seem to think it is. I shot up a brow, spinning myself around on the bed to face him. I don't like that. Take two. This is all so fucked up, Adam. I was going to look up L-Cipher Labs online, but I'm still without my computer and everything else I own. I hopped off the bed and went for my phone that was plugged in up the... I snapped the extra stretchy waistband of my pants. Bleh. I think I have an idea, but you have to make a deal with me. I let you use the laptop, but you're going to have to locate your stuff with that third eye of yours. Blah, blah. Ha! Ha! I cried as Adam entered the room, his laptop in hand. No. I knocked on the door to the dining room, where Henri told me Josiah was. Franklin and Leo... Do you really want to know what we found, Adam? I fear that if I tell you, it will... Looks that way, doesn't it? But it's not. The police had initially thought some sort of chemical warfare, since the bodies were covered in innumerable... Blah, 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 blah. That's what I get for using big words. My mouth don't want to make them. I've never been sick, not until all of this started. I leaned back in my chair and held my hands up for him to see that... I don't know what that was. I'm starting to see that she is hardly the bad guy in this, the more we discover on your transformation. Ah! Why can't I speak right? Okay. Well, I accept. Though Violet may be, burp. In large red letters with the title, What L-Cipher Labs Doesn't Want You to Know. In large red letters was the title, What L Cipher Labs Doesn't Want You to Know. I scrolled down a bit more to the text. It looks as if... fucking fuck farts. I am currently working on delving deeper, and I'm not afraid of showing my face. I'm in the process of terminating my position with them, and I've been devoting the majority of my time to figuring out what this sinister company had planned for our children. Please check back often as I bring more information to light. Almost didn't make it through that. I was in total shock. My bitches. Rain Quirk? Adam leaned in to get a better look at her. Our patients can attest to our success. Adam scoffed as he replaced my hand with his and scrolled down the page. I never thought I would be able to have children. My husband and I had tried for years and years and still couldn't conceive until L Cipher Labs. Dr. Lucinda was fantastic. She assured my husband through the whole process that we would indeed become a child. It was such a relief with all the praying about it we had been doing over the years. Sure enough, at almost 50 years old, I gave birth to a very strong and healthy baby boy. Thank you, L Cipher Labs, for playing God when all else had failed. 50? That woman had a child at 50? Adam's serpentine eyes were wide in awe after he finished reading the first heartfelt testimonial. That is rather incredible, I responded, moving on to the next one. My husband and I were so desperate to have children. My sister already had 7 children and I, not a one. We tried desperately to get pregnant, but nothing seemed to work and it just put so much stress on our marriage. Finally, L Cipher Labs answered our prayers. I gave birth to 2 perfect baby boys, having Dr. Lucinda by my side the whole time. Miracles really can happen with L Cipher. Rachel, age 43. I read the second testimonial aloud. Something struck me as off with these endorsements. Oh, let me read the last one. Adam cleared his throat and went on. Okay, we're going to redo all of these, so scratch all of these testimonials. Our patients can attest to... Fucking Jesus, I'm having a hard time. Through her incredible methods of fertility, I was able to birth a strong boy... Oh? Through her incredible methods of fertility, I was able to birth a strong boy with a head full of thick, dark hair. Dr. Lucinda had become more than a doctor. Start that again. Jesus. I don't know how long this will be up. Eventually someone is going to complain that the application link isn't working, so listen to me closely. If you're reading this, it's because you've been made aware L Cipher... The bloopers on this are going to be great. I don't know how long this will be up. Eventually someone is going to complain that the application link isn't working, so listen to me closely. If you're reading this, it's because you've been made aware. L Cipher Labs is doing more than fertility work. They continue to monitor their patients' offspring long after what is necessary. There are files on some of them already. I don't know how many more exist. They are keeping tabs on them for some reason, monitoring what they do. Some of the information has been redacted in these files. What are they hiding from us? Click the link below to take you to my blog. I'm aware that it is extremely public, but that's the point. People need to know. Patients need to know. The children conceived in these labs deserve to know. Wow, that all sucked. Try that again. Oh, take 40 million. L Cipher Labs exposed. Go. I mindlessly began to read the files. Nope. Yes, she seems to have a draw to less restricted... Your subject number 001. I wonder what number is mine. Your subject number 001. I didn't close enough to the mic, you dingus. Nate! I skittered across the floor and slid up to the bar where he was wiping it down while Irene... Started that off great. Okay. A night of fun and celebration quickly turned into chaos Sunday night at a historic cemetery just outside of the city of New Orleans. Many partygoers arrived at the cemetery June 5th for what seemed like some sort of birthday party. When it turned... That's all crap. I don't like any of it. I don't think he's worried about that. His whole goal was to release that fog and turn the ones that were... My voice cracked. Going through puberty today, sorry. Take 3. Violet! A voice hissed up at me. I lost my balance on the tree limb I was poised upon and promptly tumbled to the ground. Okay, let's do that again. Jesus. Violet! A voice hissed up at me. Hissed up at me. Violet! A voice hissed up at me. I lost my balance on the tree limb I was poised upon and promptly tumbled to the ground. If I had had the time to think, I would have stopped myself, but I didn't need to. Adam caught me effortlessly. Wow, some of these words are really hard for my mouth to say. Let's try that one again. Take 6 or something. Stop right where you are. Well, that came out dumb. Stop! Oh, she's supposed to say that calmly. Stop. No, I like the other one better. The fire that had been churning in my gut spewed forth. What the hell would a demon want with the palms of her hands? Kane looked almost disgusted by the mess as Violet handed them over to Josiah, who wrapped them in a cloth napkin. I think we broke a mold. I think we were created for a reason, and these angels and possibly demons too, they don't want us messing up the gig they have going on. Why can't I get through a line without fucking it up?